Hi everyone, Monday back here at FWX. We're upstairs in the printing area. I am printing some more t-shirts just to get it out of the way, because obviously when the week starts it's going to pick up and one thing after another. I'll not have time to finish this. We have got a good stock of t-shirts, some more on that bench over there. So yeah, first good thing of the week, I'm multitasking. We're printing t-shirts, we're printing some stickers which go on our swivels like these. Here, peel them off, stick them on. Well, the guy who's built it, or the woman who's built it, name on, date on, scan the QR code, take it to our YouTube fitting channel. That'll show you how to fit everything up. But yeah, so we're printing more of them out. We're doing t-shirts over here. I'll take you through here. We have had a request over the weekend for a bike attachment for our rail system. So we're going to prototype one of them up. It'll be a quick release system to put your forks into. Keeps your bike nice, safe and secure whilst in the vehicle. Like I said before, more t-shirts coming out here. We are going to be having a shop floor meeting with the guys in about an hour's time. Run through production, where orders are at, and also the fact that we are going to be looking for a new member of staff to join the fabrication team. This week at the moment is busy, and I know it's going to get busier, which is great. So the stress levels are going to be through the roof, but as long as we keep organised, hopefully it'll all go to plan and we'll have a smile on our face come Friday. Quick meeting on where we are. Obviously we're behind with production, which is a good and bad thing to have, so we're going to try and step it up, where this week we're getting more stock in. We have been short of stock for the last few months, so we're going to step that up, sort of preempt the orders coming through over the Christmas time and into summer. So we are going to get a lot busy. We are going to be looking at also hiring another fabricator, welder, to help on the welding side, especially coming through the summer holidays when people are taking holidays and stuff like that. So there will be a post going out for a welder fabricator in the next few days. Very busy, fully booked until the end of March, start of April, which is all good, very promising. Obviously there's a lot of new stuff coming out, which we've seen, obviously user work on the prototype stuff for the swivels, increasing gas locker orders, that's coming through, the new swivel for the transit. All this stuff is what we're going to be dropping on top of the current workload, so it's going to be very busy. So obviously we've got a small knit team here, which is great. I don't want to expand it too much, but we are going to get busy, so we need everyone focused in work, working at 100%, which I know you do anyway, but pressure's going to be on now that we need to get them orders out, make sure the customers are happy, and they can just keep continuing to order like they do. So yeah, has anyone got any questions? Any worries? Nothing?
I'll just obviously until we do actually start a few more bodies, we will be putting overtime on. But I'll obviously just keep you up to date and give you plenty of warning and when this overtime is going to be on. It'll be on for. They can be on for everybody, or there might just be the certain areas that I need overtime on for, but I'll give you all plenty of notes.
Do you do a rundown of people who's working here? So everyone can see who's who and what's what?
Yeah.
We've got Paul, General Manager.
By the way.
Sleepy Huntus over there, just sleeps on the forklift. No, that's Dave, one of the welders. Dave's son Jordan, assembler, operator on this side. Liam the painter, he does all the painting work. Dave jumps in when Liam's not in. Beth does a bit of everything, drawing work, laser cutting, CNC bending and welding. Dane, another welder fabricator. John runs about, does all sorts, cuts a box section, deliveries. And then we've got my dad in, who's retired, stretching his legs.
I was in.
Coming to help out when we need to. And then the guy in the camera, you know, does that. Kean, the cameraman.
Right.
There he is. So yeah, that's everyone, that's the team here at FWX. Hopefully add a few more people in the summer time. So if you do see this and you're local to Chesterfield and you're a welder fabricator, drop us an email and we'll get you in for an interview. Just after that meeting that you've just seen there, as promised last week, we moved back on the Ford Transit seat. I was in at the weekend, scratching my head, just having a look how obviously it was built up and the structure of it. We have took the plastics off. I will show you how to put them back on when we obviously come to reassemble it, but there's 4 bits of plastic, there's 2 side panels, a front panel, and then a rear panel here. Very easily, just unscrew. I'll go through that when we reassemble it. I have mocked up roughly where we're going to be cutting off, because this is obviously important. Measure twice, cut once. Our base that we've put there rises up around about 85 mil. So ideally we want to take 85 mil off the length of these legs. So the seat technically sits lower or at its original height, so you're not going to lose any head height. Now I've measured a roughly 85 mil from the front and the back. Now if you see here, there's a pin. That's a location pin, so back in the factory, a robot would have swung this round and dropped it in, so it helps that obviously locate it in the vehicle. But that is how it would sit in the vehicle, so you can see here, obviously it slopes up, and on the base that we've installed in the vehicle, that's why it has got that taper on it. What we want to do now, because we've got our base tapered, but the top part's near enough level, we want to cut the seat level so it sits level on the swivel. So we've marked 85 mil from bottom to top. We've clamped this on, and what I've done is just got the grinder and I've just sort of put 2 lines or 3 lines in here to mark it. Double check that the bubble's in the middle on here. But you will see as well, because the seat does need to sit back, so I want this slightly off just to give you an angle still. So yeah, so the key measurement that will come across is going to be 85 mil up. Get your mark lines in. I will remove this now and just show you a couple of other lines. So these paint pen marks here is where the original plastics fit. There is a bit that comes down here. I don't want to be trimming off any of this. I want this to be pretty much flush with a couple of mil gap on the swivel. I don't want to be touching any of this. We might have to just shave that little bit off there. But on the other side, you can see here, that would sit in there. So what we're going to go for is a nice clean line along there, and it'll sit nice and flush. So now the big job is preparing the seat, getting the cover over it, keeping all this safe, and chopping the legs off. Obviously once we've done that, we can't go back. Hopefully the measurements are right, and then we'll resume on how we're now going to mount these legs onto our swivel. Welcome back everyone, PPE's on, keep it nice and safe. As you can see from where we stopped last time, we've just put these little marks in. This is where we're going to be coming along and chopping off. Moving to the other side. We've got everything lined up here and level. You'd have thought Ford would have put everything sort of in the same place. There's a lot of differences on this side to that side. We don't want to be hitting the weld that's behind here. So when we're chopping this off, it's got to be below the weld. So we've used a bit of 40x20 box section in line with this support gusset in here that's welded onto the leg. 40 mil, that is going to give you the 85 down. Obviously we've then got the angle grinder and just cut along there. If I take this off now, got one line, and then a line just below that weld. We do not want to be cutting above this support. Doesn't really do much, but it's going to keep these legs in line. We don't want to be cutting anything into here. This bar you would have thought would be jigged from the factory, and the chances are it is, but this will be in different positions on different seats. Not by much, by only a few mil, but don't take my 85mm measurement for granted. Make sure you get 85 on here, see where it lands along here, where you're level on. If it's level, great, and it's below the weld. If not, you are going to have to drop this down a few mil to get it level under the weld. Before we start cutting, obviously measure twice, cut once. I'm happy where everything is. We're all going to chop these legs off now. There's no going back. But before I do so, it's biscuit time. And before you see it, yes, I've had too many biscuits, but I enjoy them and I work hard. So we're going to get biscuit in, bit of coffee, get these legs cut off, and hopefully when you come back, I'm not crying because I've done it wrong. Right everyone, we're back, we've chopped the legs off, we've dressed all this, just so it's nice and smooth, no sharp edges. Next thing is we're just going to get a bit of black spray, seal up all the grinding marks, just give it a bit of protection, and then we're going to move back onto the CAD side of things, and we're going to make 2 feet, a bit like U-channels on here, that then will bolt through each leg. That U-channel will bolt to the top of the swivel, and then hopefully we'll have the seats sitting nice and securely and safely on top of our brand new Ford Transit 2025 double swivel base. Right, let's come down from a meeting, special unboxing here, see what we've got. Okay, that. How about that, eh? I think Edie would be happy with that. She'll be over the moon when she sees that for our holidays. And we'll go back to my meeting now. How many Lego bricks?
What to the moon?
To the moon, eh?
40 billion.
40 billion. Get to the moon.
There are 80 Lego bricks to every person in the world.
Is it? But now we've moved on to where's we steel, where's Lego? Okay. Any more fun facts? How many Lego bricks is there in the world?
Well, that's good. Bricks made in 1958, so the first bricks can still be built with the bricks that they make today.
I think that's we've done well. One design.
Legoland, California. Where you need to go?
I've been to the one in the UK. It's quite good. Very good actually. There you go, mate. How many Lego bricks is there?
In
The world.
the world,
In the world.
I'll give you a clue. There's 36 billion Lego bricks produced each year. That is 68,000 every minute.
48 trillion. Adam.
There's 400 billion Lego bricks in the world.
Good this, isn't it? Don't know what I was talking about.
I'm doing a pub quiz.
68,000 bricks a minute. Fuck me.
It only takes one to make you cry.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, just ask him with that.
I don't hang them on the walls because they fall off and explode like that one. Aye? So Lego, plenty of Lego bricks. Invest in Lego. Right, we're here Tuesday morning, FWX. First problem of the week. We got rid of Monday, that wasn't too bad. Tuesday, steel deliveries come. Our 25 by 25 turn up, Rusty is out, and in the middle of it, some 20 by 20. So unfortunately, half of that's got to go back. Shouldn't slow us down. They're going to come and recover that and drop off the right stuff in 24 hours, which is pretty good. Got some more CR4 mild steel here. About 15 sheets there, that's going to get ran through the other laser machine. So yeah, there's a lot going on. We're continuing on the transit swivel. I'm building some T6 swivels, which we're going to show you a little bit later on. But it's just more production, rocking more beds, firing them out.
For this week. Quite an easy week, as in bed wise.
Got no special orders though, no.
No special orders,
The
but
majority is just doubles. Is the Euro ones for the Germans.
And how many the Germans got on?
they've got 16.
16. Three orders going up to German.
Yes, Euro configuration.
The majority of those are done already.
Right. So when can our boot transport for them doing?
That'll be sort of middle of next week.
And the rail bed, because we are going to fly over and fit the rail bed for them so they can get that signed off by TUV.
Yes.
In the next sort of 4 weeks, hopefully we can get that installed for them, which is good. There's a couple of shows, I think Harrogate show's on. Last weekend, but Harrogate show's been on. There's been a couple of other shows on, so everyone's getting around it and feeling the need for the camper vans. Plus I think you can finance a camper van for 10 years. Camper van, day-to-day car, now getting rid of the day-to-day car and using the camper van for everything. Obviously the quality's there, the pricing's there, so it sells itself, hence why we're doing the volumes we are. Last week we lost a bit of time with the saw breakdown and then obviously steel issues with the M1. Hopefully we're going to claw all that back. We've sort of doubled up on the steel short staffed for the volume of work, I think.
It is, but yesterday we done a lot of miscellaneous beds, so the rest of this week is basically just going to be predominantly doubles, which is obviously we've got a system running for that, so we're looking towards the thick end of 50 doubles this week.
Because as it looks on the outside, obviously we're building a bed in the morning, it's getting painted until at night. By 3:30, it's on a pallet ready to go out, so that's how quick things are moving.
Yeah.
Which is good. But we've got to have everything lined up to make that happen. Because obviously it's all built in-house.
But we do want to get the point where we bring our lead times down, so we can, in theory, start having a bit of stock on the shop floor. But in the meantime, we've obviously got a bit of overtime in that running as well. So as that obviously flows through the workshop, if and when I need people in, I'll get them in. We'll make it happen because we are behind, but I'm confident we can pull it back. So
What's the numbers this week? What we're going to try and achieve bed-wise?
It was,
50 beds.
Yeah, it was 49 beds.
A lot of work, like.
Yes.
We'll round it off. I like round numbers, so we'll say 50 beds.
Let's go for it. That's good numbers.
With us working overtime, because the good thing about us working 4-day week is we are now then working the Fridays overtime.
It's 24, so we've got 27, so we're not at max capacity there yet.
Which'll work good, because if we're slightly behind this week and we've got slightly lower numbers next week, I think the combination should be fine over the next 2 weeks.
And obviously the new swivels are coming through, which we're just good feeding in as and when we're selling them. So
I've got some more Lockers County running through as well in the fab side of it. So obviously we'll get them sorted out before then we're running all these double beds.
no, I'm happy. As long as you are and we're organised. Let's go for it. Let's try and hit 50 beds. We'll reconvene next Tuesday, production meeting, and we'll see what the number was.
49.
49.
49,
I don't know.
we'll fall one short.
I don't know anything that happened, do you know what I mean? We had acid spills on the M1, the belts breaking on motors with other problems last week, so we'll touch wood and we'll crack on.
I think the only thing stopping this week production wise is whether the hot dog van turns up on Thursday.
Oh, hot dogs. Oh, I've got a treat coming Thursday. No, tomorrow, Wednesday, there's a treat coming.
Treat.
For who?
Keep your eyes open.
For who?
But make sure he doesn't get his hands on
For
them.
Molly, for...
You or John can't touch them. Oh, well, Molly will probably eat them as well. After she had our dinner that time. Sandwiches and bloody cakes.
Oh, no, we'll go.
Oh, factory dough.
No, we'll go.
Never know. Right, that's a wrap. Let's go.
What's the treat?
Now you have to wait till it comes. It's a treat, innit? So don't spoil it. You're feeling like a bear at Christmas.
That'll be a bag of Maltesers, and we'll get a Malteser each.
So I've ordered 24 Krispy Kreme donuts to come.
Donut.
By DPD, so they're all going to be splattered all over the place. John will eat them though. Remember that day? Oh, you had 6 in one day, didn't you?
It was more than that. You
I
bought
think
a
yeah.
line, I think.
There was a tray on there and I come in, it was empty. And then he lied to us, the face he didn't eat them.
It was between about 6 and 9, something round about that. We'll just call it 7.
You've never been the same again, have you?
No.
Right, we've got a bed in at the minute. This is warranty work on the bed, so it becomes a maintenance issue. Found the problem to be just a misalignment of the bed. It shouldn't happen, but we knock out thousands of beds a year. There's always going to be the odd one that slips through. Unfortunately, this is that one. After then realigning the bed, we're now replacing with all new bolts, nuts and washers. We know we've eradicated the problem after looking at it. So now it's just a case of putting it all back together, putting the upholstery back on, realigning the upholstery, and then in the van, and then hopefully it should go well. And so while John's realigning and making sure the beds are ready to go back into the van, I've just had a quick look and inspection at our floor pan that's currently in the van. And apart from some wear and tear marks, it works exactly the way we expect it to be. So when the bed's finished, we'll bring it back over, we'll line it back up on the rails, we'll test it up and down, and we'll see how that goes.
As you on Wednesday morning back at FWX, we're back on with a 4 transit double swivel. Cut the legs off Monday. We have also taken these supports off, which were in here. I'll tell you why a little bit later. I look a bit worse for wear today. I've been up with the kids during the night, so we're going to just get our heads down and get this cracked off over the next 24 hours. So, Tuesday was a bit of a slow one. We had production meeting, a customer in just to check over one of his rail system beds, and then we had a couple of drop-in customers who visited the showroom and put some orders in, which is great. Did divert my attention off this, but we're fully focused back on it. Now when the cameraman was still in bed dreaming about sheep or whatever, it's amazing what you can buy off Amazon. I'm just kidding. What I've done is I've designed and drawn the foot for this. So if you have a look, one's got a nice 11mm hole, the other end's got a bit of a slotted 11mm hole. It's going to fit on like that. There you go. Lovely fit. We're then, because I've been in nice and early, paint pen. We've just paint penned the holes, as you can see here. Took the foot back off, centre prop in there. Centre prop will give us a start for when we're drilling. Some of them are on a flat, some of them are on a bit of a radius, the drill bit will slip. You want a good centre prop mark in there just to get your drill bit started. So the next process now is we're going to get these four, well, we're going to drill from either side. Instead of trying to drill all the way through and end up like this, we're going to drill from either side so the 10mm bolt will go through nice and square and tighten up nice and evenly. So we're going to move on to the drilling process now. Right, for pilot hole these we've used a 2.5mm drill bit just to go through each face. As you'll see as well with this being double walled, so you've got your tube and then you've got this welded on sleeve. When the bolt goes through there, it's technically going through around about 9mm steel. Plus obviously the 3mm channel will bend up here. That itself is strong as an ox. We're going to open that up now with a 5mm, 7.5, and then take it up to a 10.5mm to allow an M10 bolt to pass through nice and easy, but not with too much slop. Right, we're back. We've just finished the modifications to the seat base. We've got one rail on, M10 by 60mm long bolts, front and rear. That ties everything together nice and strong. Same on this side. Obviously this will be coming off, we'll be then spray painting what we've cut off the leg. Even though it's a brand new seat, it has started rusting. But we're all going to tidy all that up, and then obviously this will get powder coated with the plate. Like I said before, we have took them supports out. And the reason for that was them supports are going to be in the way of any bolts that we're using. Now we've seen this come together, we mightn't be bolting it through here. We might actually weld a plate in here so this becomes one unit and then sits on top of the swivel plate that's already in the van. Like I say, prototypes develop and we've got to adapt to different things, and obviously I want to make the process as easy as possible for the customer or ourselves if we are fitting them on site. So yeah, we're not too sure yet if we're going to leave these standalone on another plate or weld the plate in, but we're going to get these tightened up, make sure everything's nice, check the squareness here, and then we will be moving on to that final part of the top plate that sits on top of what we've already put in the van. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get this mounted in the van today and work it. Right, Wednesday afternoon, it's a bit cold here in Chesterfield, coat's on. Our feet have come out of powder coat. As I said before, slot to the back, hole to the front of the seat. Should clip on nicely like that. We are changing the bolts, slightly longer bolts. This is because we're putting a fixed plate in here, which we're going to do in a minute. So just get your bolts ready. Nicely lined up. So the plate that we've designed, 4 bends on, cut out at the front, that's to sit at the front of the seat. Same principle, slot to the back. That into there. And that's that on. You'll see down here, the seat has got a taper on this side. This is nice and flush. What we're going to be doing is pulling everything in to this square plate to square the legs up so it sits better on our swivel plate. So what I'm going to do now is get my bolts in, get everything tightened up. This is going to have a 6mm nylon plate on, which will swivel on the 3mm nylon plate that's already fitted in the van. Once that's on, we'll be lifting it in the van, bolt it all down and showing you the concept, how it works and how it should look. We'll then be doing a reassembly with your side panels, front panel on, just so it looks like the original seat again. But yeah, it's 90% there. We have lifted this in before we painted this. Everything fits lovely, enough gaps everywhere. So yeah, once we get all the plastics on, we'll show you it moving back in the vehicle, spinning back round, pushing back to the front of the vehicle, and that will be the new Transit 2025 double swivel base by FWX finished. A little bit of work to do, sure be a few more problems. Got an issue with the laser machine at the moment. Got a ESC power supply issue, which I'm sorting out whilst trying to sort this out. So yeah, last week was full of problems. This week has started again with more problems. Wrong steel, machine breakdowns, but we'll manage through it. We'll get to the end of the week with a smile on our face. Good morning everyone, it's Thursday. It's disappeared once again. Just going to set the 3D printer away. Just like that. We've had major problems yesterday. Laser machine went down, as you've seen from the end of that video. So there was not much more video undone because I had my head inside the electrical box. I'll take you outside and show you what the issue has been. As you can see here, we've got a fancy electrical supply coming in. High voltage coming in. That's to power all the machines. What we've got here, this is a voltage optimizer, so it brings in the 415 that comes supplied, so that's 415 volts supplied to the premises. Puts it in this box will then reduce it to a continuous 380 volts, which then sends it over to inside of here, which then distributes this to the laser source, so that creates the power to cut the material. That's the chiller unit that cools the laser head when it's cutting. The problem, obviously we've got the software up. This here was reading 270 volts, should have been, obviously the 3 phases should be running at 380 or thereabouts. We looked inside the machine, there was a loose connection on one of the main feeds, also a bit of corrosion on the copper wire. We've cut that back, reinstalled it. Had the electrician in this morning to run tests and reports on the voltage before I fired everything back up. Fired it up, working like a dream now. That was 4 hours of hell yesterday. We couldn't get a lot done in 4 hours, but we can also lose a lot. So yeah, it wasn't a fun day Wednesday. But we have made progress on the double swivel. I'll take you up here. As you can see, Thursday, work is flying out. This week's been mainly double bases, so 3/4 rock and roll beds. Imix range, we've got 20 going out to German standard ones for our customers. So this week has been mainly Imix 3/4 rock and roll beds. More gas lockers. Getting a bit messy in here. I don't like mess, but at the moment we're just working around it. I stopped back late last night, cut another sheet of 6mm plastic. So this is the part we're going to be needing. I'm going to take this out, trim it all up, make it look nice and new, get that mounted to the bottom of the seat. Right, so yeah, back to the main project. We'll go back to this part here. So you can see here, nice and flush. That's going to get bolted together. This leg here kicks out. I don't know if it's the way it's made in the factory, if it's supposed to be like that or what. But what you're going to do is bolt it all together, and that's going to come in nice and square. That part I've just shown you on the CNC route machine. That is going to be stuck onto here. This is going to then lift up. I'll take you outside. More seats. We'll just reconvene in the Ford Transit just to show you where we're at, because we haven't seen that this week because it's been a nightmare. So we're going to be lifting that seat up. Obviously we've already got our 3mm plate on here. That 6mm plate sitting on top of that with a little bit of grease. It's going to get bolted down, and then when you come back to us, you will see the seat sitting on that and moving for the first time. Fingers crossed it clears everything and it works. If not, we're back to the drawing board. Right, we're back up on the wood CNC machine. Obviously it does cut all of our wood. It'll cut plastic, carbon fibre, perspex and thin sheet aluminium. So we've got our 6mm plate, basic deburring tool. Going to go around the holes. Do both sides. Then we're just going to run a sanding block round the outside edge just to take everything off. But yeah, that's going to get stuck to the bottom of the seat, onto the plate that's in the van, and then that'll swivel, move left and right, come back out into the van. So yeah. No, no. Hot dogs? No. You got dog?
On Wednesday.
Oh, it's when? That's Thursday. Thursday? Is it Wednesday? It's Thursday. I don't know what day it is. 2, please. This is bad as all the trimmings. Put all the trimmings on.
Onion, red and mustard.
Yeah. I don't think he likes mustard, so put plenty of that on.
So I'll just do red on that one then, yeah?
No, put it all on. Upset. Yeah. No, I think he likes everything. He'll have out for now. If he's not paid for it, he'll have out. Get that down his throat. And shut him up. Got the Wednesday there. I'm convinced it was Wednesday.
But wait, there's more.
I need this up, get you straight in. Right, what size are you?
I'm a large or extra large. I have no idea anymore.
Large or extra large?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, that's a large.
2 extra.
I'll be like a tank top on you. I'll be having that on.
These are alright.
Mine's always going to I've been shivved here.
It's fruit
Medium to large.
I'm a medium to large. I've got one for everyone on Amazon.
I've got a double.
Well, I don't know, size have changed nowadays.
He's got a medium one. Medium large. Got more there. What size are you like? Pan camera.
4XL.
Size you? Large.
Large.
That's two you can
On the page, if the cheap ones, I need triple X.
What? These are cheap ones?
They are cheap. They are. I said the same thing.
This is a large in the premium quantity. We've got 2 quantity ranges.
That's better.
Are you sure?
Still a
Yeah,
bit
I-
short, like.
Put the light on that one.
It'll be up here, like, it'll be up here. Is it gonna, is it
Ah,
gonna
you've
misprinted
I
that
think you've misprinted that one a bit.
one? Is it on the cockpite? Aye.
That's practically.
Look, when you've got 30 to do, you start getting bored, so you start throwing them on. Do you reckon them will fit you?
Right.
You gotta get
I don't know what I'm for though.
So, whoever gets the one with the logo upside down gets a special prize.
What's the special prize?
T-shirt with the logo, right, go. Right, quick meeting, obviously Thursday afternoon. We've had another terrible week. It's not been a good week. Sales has been really good. Laser machine cocking up, that's not very good. What else we had? Wrong steel come in. Suppliers, we're ordering supplies in, they're then telling us that they haven't got enough wood, components, everything. So it's not been very sort of speedy this week. It's been a bit slow. But we've just about finished the transit swivel, which is a great accomplishment. I think we're the first to do it. The laser machine is fixed. It broke yesterday. It's had a fault for a while, and I think it's all linked to what we found out yesterday. That's fixed. That should be running sweet. So we're going to have free T-shirts given out with the new logos on. Actually, I haven't got them yet. You've got them now. They're donuts. So eat your donuts, not too quick. I don't want to use in the toilet, being sick. So enjoy your donuts. Have 5 minutes. Have a drink. Get yourself back to work.
What do you mean by free T-shirts? Have always been free.
Well, no,
All right.
I put them off your wage bill.
Which one is the game at now?
Do you want to transfer T-shirt tax?
I've only got 2, not 3. You've only given us 2.
Yeah, get on.
Absolutely. Anyway, enjoy your donuts.
Donut.
Right everyone, we've got the seats sitting in. It's sitting slightly lower than the driver's seat, which is great because we've took the legs down. Because what you do get in some swivels, they sit far too high up, hit your head off the roof liner. I'm going to put a little bit of jungle juice on there. Oversized nylon washer. Retaining plate. M12 washer. Lock nut. Put that on there. Before we nip that down, we'll make sure these go where they've got to go. One. Might have some teething problems, but see, we can get it well lined up. There's that one. Where's the rest hiding in my pocket? There we go, number 2 over there. Oh, fitting like a glove. This is the first trial as well, believe it or not. Most of this, because we've took our time, measured twice, cut once, has went together very, very nicely. 19mm socket now. So when you do get this at your house to fit, this will come all together as a swivel package. You will have to take the M12 nuts, so reverse what I've just done, separate the top plate from the bottom, because obviously you need to mount that to your frame after you've cut everything off. And then when it's all mounted to the frame, the seat, that'll drop straight onto that threaded bolt, and then just reapply everything. Key is not to over tighten this. Too tight means it'll not move. Well, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do, take this back off. See how easy it is to move. If it's still a bit stiff, we've tightened it up a little bit too much. We just need to take a little bit of tension off that lock nut. So that's tight now. That'll not move very easy. With the slot that we've got in, you want to be able to slide this left and right. You're just about there. A little bit more. That's it there. Just nice. So there we go. That is that fitted into the van. Obviously the next step is to get it to come back, swivel, and then go back into position. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit tight there. See if we've got any more movement. Like that. So it's tight on the armrest. But I'll still pull around nicely. Okay, this is the first time we're doing this. Obviously, large lads in the front. You have to jump out and move the seat forward. So we've spun the seat around. Every swivel, make sure you get the driver's seat forward. Gives you more room. That'll now go back. And that's it. Happy days. To my knowledge, that's the first 2025 Ford Transit double swivel fitted like that. If you can have a look here, you can see the taper of the van as well. So we've gone opposite taper. So the seat, the base of the seat up here is sitting pretty level. So you're not tipping forward or tipping back. Very happy with that. Yeah, very good success. Most things have gone to plan. Means that we've done our job well. I just think it's a nice finished product. And that seat itself, now I've added that bottom tray on, is extremely strong. And with the four locking knobs, that isn't going anywhere, combined with the M12 bolt in the centre. So I'm over the moon with it. Good job. Hi everyone, it's Friday here at FWX Direct. New day, new coat. I've left the other coat in the house. Friday morning, steel delivery. We've had a little delivery because we ran out at the end of this week and I want to get some stuff cut today. So I've just brought in, we've only had 6 sheets of 3mm mild steel, 1 sheet of 8mm. We're going to put the 8mm sheet on now and show you how it cuts that. It's quite a thick profile of plate, hot roll plate, so we're going to get some cuts done on that. The sheet, we're going to run off a full sheet, which is about 400 parts. It takes about 3 hours. But we'll get the machine set up, show you how to set it up, cut a couple of parts, show you the quality, what we're looking for, and that'll be just running by itself for 3 hours. We have got reduced staff in on overtime. Some fabricators are in, Liam the painter's in, Jordan's doing some assembly work, ready for Monday, to try and get a jump on Monday to get back in front of our orders. Hi everyone, we're back to the machine. We've loaded that 8mm on the other bed. First job in the morning. I'm going to send some air through the cutting head just to blow any debris away. Get a rag. Give the head a clean, make sure the nozzle's tight. Give it another blow. That there's ready to cut now. So we're going to send it back to its home position and then flick over the tables. And that'll just change the tables over and you'll see the 8mm plate coming in. This part of it is the cutting parameters. This is just what the settings are to cut the 8mm mild steel. So I'll load them in, they're all same. Obviously there's a lot of things going on here. You've got compressed air cooling the head. You've then got pressurised oxygen coming in to help the cut quality that the laser source is providing. So what we're going to do now is frame it, make sure we're happy that all of this is going to cut on the sheet, and then we're going to cut some parts and resume back when the parts are cut to show you the quality we're getting. We just cut 2 parts there, we'll go for the second part. Usually the first part's a little bit raggy. In fact, we'll get the first part out, we'll see how good it's cut. Straight out. In all fairness, that's cut perfect. 8mm, hot rolled, mild steel. Nice job. Another 398 left to do, so we'll come back to that machine in a couple of hours when it's cut everything you see on here. all them parts will be cut in around 3 hours.
So we're here Friday morning doing a fitting video of the swivel that we've been making for the last 3 weeks. Setting up tripods, making sure we get enough angles. Gotta make it as easy to follow as possible for the customers who buy the swivel. So we need to make sure that everything's visible and that Liam says what he needs to say, puts the point across, what tools we need to use. So yeah, we're basically taking out the swivel. Liam's in the middle of doing that right now. Taking it out, all the 3 weeks of hard work, and starting again basically. Making sure the front seat's forward so that it actually swivels. New 2025 transit swivel. Fitting video being filmed Friday morning. I'm knackered.
Right, that's a fitting video just completed here on this brand new Ford Transit 2025 custom. Get that edited, get it put on the internet. Let's get back round to the laser machine where we left off this morning. See how many of them 400 and odd parts it's actually cut. Still cutting, but we'll see how far on it is. About 3/4 of the way through. So it's cut all of that. Still got this left to cut. As you can see there, still cutting nice and neat. Some of the parts do fall out. We have trays underneath. Pull them out, grab the parts that have fell out. But that is another full week here at FWX completed. Have a look behind you. Got everything pre-cut, ready for next week. Painter's going to be extremely busy. There's at least 18 beds ready for paint early Monday. Join us again next week for another episode to see what we're getting up to, and fingers crossed it's less problematic than what we had the last 2 weeks. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the week ahead.